I'd like to commence this video with a request. For those interested in receiving more premium betting tips and predictions, especially if my guidance has contributed to your success in winning bets and generating revenue, I kindly seek your support in revitalizing this channel. Your assistance plays a crucial role in bolstering my presence on YouTube. You're welcome to explore my Patreon support tier or check out my various plans. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you seeking our premium picks. You can find the link in the bio and comment section below. Thank you for considering and supporting me. Brewers vs. Phillies. My team pick is Phillies money line. We don't know the starting pitcher for the Brewers yet, but I still feel comfortable taking the Phillies at home. Philadelphia is an impressive 24-9 at home this year, and the Brewers are worse at home compared to on the road. Sanchez has been effective for the Phillies so far this season, and until he has a dreadful outing, I feel relaxed banking on him to have another solid start. The Phillies have won their last 2 games against the Brewers, and they have won 6 of their last 10 against them. The Brewers may be on their win streak, but they did play the White Sox in those games. My total pick is over. Surprisingly, these are the top 2 scoring offenses in the MLB right now, with them being the only 2 teams to surpass 300 total runs at this point. As good as Sanchez is, we don't know who Milwaukee to send out as the starter. The Brewers also have one player listed on their injured list who is not a pitcher, giving more of an advantage to the Phillies and the over. Milwaukee has gone 3-1-1 on the over in their last 5 games, and they have scored an average of over 5 runs per game. Meanwhile, the Phillies have scored 23 runs in their last 5 games, just barely under 5 runs per game as well. Dodgers vs. Pirates. My team pick is Dodgers minus 1.5 runs. The Pittsburgh Pirates, with a current record of 27-32, currently hold the 4th position in the NL Central Division. Throughout the season, the Pirates have been averaging 4.05 runs and 7.85 hits per game. However, their team batting average stands at .229 and their on-base percentage at .301. This has resulted in a run differential of -25 for the Pirates this season. On the other hand, their opponents have been scoring an average of 4.47 runs and collecting 8.17 hits per game against them. This has led to opponents having a batting average of .239 and an on-base percentage of .308 against the Pirates this season. The Pittsburgh Pirates have had a strong record this season when it comes to the run line, with a 33-26 record in all games with a run line. When playing at home, the Pirates have been particularly successful, covering the run line in 13 of their 27 games. Even after a loss, the Pirates have shown resilience and have covered the run line in 13 out of 31 scenarios. In their recent games, the Pirates have been on a hot streak, covering the run line in their last 2 games and 5 of their last 8 games. As of now, the LA Dodgers hold the top spot in the NL West with an impressive record of 38-32. This season, they have been consistently scoring an average of 4.87 runs and 8.72 hits per game. The team also boasts a strong overall batting average of .256 and an on-base percentage of .334. Their dominance is further highlighted by their impressive run differential of +86. On the other hand, their opponents have struggled to keep up, only managing to score an average of 3.46 runs and 7.10 hits per game against the Dodgers. Their batting average of .217 and on-base percentage of .287 clearly show the Dodgers' prowess on the field. The LA Dodgers have been performing well this season, with a record of 32-29 against the run line. This success has been particularly evident when playing on the road, as the Dodgers have covered the run line in 15 out of the 27 games played away from home. Additionally, after a win, the Dodgers have a strong track record of covering the run line, with 18 out of 37 scenarios resulting in a successful run line coverage. Recently, the Dodgers have been on a hot streak, covering the run line in their last 2 games and an impressive 5 out of their last 6 games. Fans can look for this run line trend to continue. My total pick is under 8 runs. The LA Dodgers have had a strong season, but their games have been leaning toward the under when it comes to the posted total. In fact, out of their 61 games, 31 of them have gone under the posted total. This trend continues when they are playing on the road, with 17 out of 27 games going under. The Dodgers have also been on a recent streak of under results, with their last 3 games all falling under the posted total and 8 out of their last 10 games following suit. On the other hand, the Pittsburgh Pirates have had a different experience this season. They have seen 30 of their 59 games going over the posted total, with 13 out of 27 games going over when playing at home. After a loss, the Pirates have a high likelihood of going over the posted total, with 16 out of 31 game scenarios resulting in an over. This trend is consistent with their last 2 games, which both went over the posted total, and 9 out of their last 11 games following the same pattern. While the Pittsburgh Pirates' point total trends lean towards an over result, I like the pitching matchup and defensive trends for the Dodgers. Go under the posted total in this big-time National League matchup. Royals versus Guardians. My team pick is Royals with the money line. I've felt confident riding with Lugo all season this year, and it has paid off handsomely. The former Padre is 9-1 with the Royals, and the team has won each of his last 4 starts. Lugo is also a quality start machine with 10 quality starts in his first 12 starts this season. Lugo is almost guaranteed to get the Royals into the late innings while allowing 2 runs or less. Lugo opposes Cleveland righty McKenzie, who is still struggling with his command in his first season back from a lost 2023 season due to injury. McKenzie has already walked 34 batters in just 57.1 innings of work. His lack of control has led to high pitch counts, keeping him from piling up quality starts. McKenzie has just 3 quality starts in 11 this season and has also coughed up 11 home runs. I favor the Royals' offense touching up McKenzie for 4 runs or more before the Guardians are forced to turn to their stellar pen. That should get the job done for the Royals with Lugo on the hill, who has a 0.86 ERA on the road this season. My total pick is under 8.5 runs. The Guardians have gone to the under in 3 straight games heading into the series opener with the Royals. As noted above, Lugo has an outstanding 0.86 ERA on the road this season in 6 starts. The Royals have gone 2-1-1 to the under in his last 4 starts. Cleveland's offense has started to falter in recent weeks after starting the season on a much better pace than they had in 2023. The Guardians are down to a team batting average under .240 on the season. That should do the trick against Lugo to help keep this one low scoring. Rays versus Marlins. My team pick is Rays moneyline. Jesus Luzardo is the starting pitcher that gives the Marlins their best chance to win right now. That's likely why we see such a tight moneyline for this game. However, there's just no way that I can back the fish in this one, so I'll ride with the Rays at the short moneyline price of -118. Tampa's current roster has found plenty of success against Luzardo in the past, as they're slashing .278/.333/.472 against him over 36 at-bats. That includes 2 of the Rays' top players, Yandy Diaz, 4-7, and Jose Siri, 2-4, who are combined 6-11.545 against the left-hander. Even if Luzardo turns in a decent outing, the Rays will have opportunities late against the Marlins' subpar bullpen. Their relief staff ranks 21st in ERA, 4.33, and 23rd in WHIP, 1.36. Let's take the better overall team at the short price. Give me the Rays. My total pick is under 7.5 runs. On that note, both of these teams are known as being pitching-first organizations. I'm not overthinking this one, I'm playing the under. I'm expecting the Rays to score enough to win, but I'm not anticipating their offense to go nuclear. Luzardo looked sharp over 4 starts, 25.2 IP, in May, posting a 1.75 ERA and 0.86 WHIP. Mets versus Nationals. My team pick is New York to win. Peterson has been effective versus the Nationals in his career, producing a 3-1 record with a 3.68 ERA. Williams took the L and allowed 5 earned runs in 4 innings in his last start against the Mets. The Mets have won 4 of their previous 6 matchups against the Nationals dating back to last season, and they took 3 of 4 in New York during their previous full series last July. The Mets hit a robust .288 with a .420 slugging percentage in their prior 6 games at Nationals Park, so look for them to have ample opportunity to score throughout the contest. While the Mets have struggled at the plate in New York, ranking dead last in batting average at home, they have excelled on the road, ranking second in the league in batting average with .264. The Nationals have had difficulty hitting and scoring in front of the home crowd, ranking 20th in the league in home batting average. Adding to Washington's woes in this contest, their pitching staff ranks in the bottom half of the league in team ERA at home with 3.97. Washington does not have much of a home field advantage in 2024, winning only 43.5% of their games at Nationals Park. The stats and trends strongly suggest the Mets will come out on top in Washington on Tuesday night. My total pick is under 8.5 runs. 4 of the last 6 matchups between these squads went under the run total, with the Mets pitching staff limiting the Nationals to 3 runs or less during those games. Both teams rank in the bottom half of the league in several key offensive categories, so the odds either team scores quickly in bunches are low. The Mets have scored 3 runs or less in 2 of their previous 3 games played away from their home stadium. The Nationals have gone under the run total, and their pitching staff has limited their opponents to 3 runs or less in 3 of their last 4 home games. Washington's pitching staff is solid, ranking 12th in the league in ERA with 3.85. Washington batters have failed to exceed 3 runs in 3 of their last 5 played in front of the home crowd. New York has pushed or gone under the run total in 2 of their previous 3 games on the road, and they scored 1 run or less in at least 1 game during their previous 3 road series. Peterson has produced a 3.69 ERA and 1.28 WHIP in 6 starts and 3 relief appearances versus the Nationals. Most signs point to a lower scoring affair in Washington on Tuesday. Twins versus Yankees. My team pick is Yankees minus 1.5 runs. The Yankees are the best team in baseball right now. Their pitching staff is playing efficiently and their bats are on fire. New York will start Luis Gil, who has an ERA of 1.99 this season. He is going to shut down the Twins' hot streak despite Minnesota's run of play. Minnesota will also be starting Bailey Ober, who has struggled at times this season. New York's 5th best batting average, and they have scored the 3rd most amount of runs. The Yankees have also hit the most home runs, which will be crucial in victory in this game. My total pick is under 8 runs. The under is the easy play in this game as both teams are throwing excellent pitchers. The Yankees are starting Luis Gil, who has a ridiculous ERA of 1.99 this year. Opposing hitters are averaging .063 when there are batters in scoring positions. The Twins won't score on Tuesday night. The Twins are also starting Bailey Ober, who has an ERA of 4.89. Orioles versus Blue Jays. My team pick is Orioles on moneyline. Toronto is starting to play better, but this is a good spot to take the Orioles on the moneyline as Corbin Burns has been solid this season, while Bowden Francis will have his hands full in his first start back from injury. Francis has been hit hard as a starter, and this Orioles lineup should do just that to him. The Blue Jays are 1-4 as a home underdog this season, while Baltimore is 10-7 as a home favorite. This is a good spot for the Orioles bats to lead Baltimore to a win here. My total pick is over 8.5 runs. The over is also a good spot here as Francis should give up plenty of hard contact and runs, while Toronto's offense has started to turn a corner. The Orioles are 29-22-6 in hitting the over, while on the road are 13-9-2. In Francis' last 2 starts before getting moved to the bullpen and the injury, He went 3 innings, allowing 5 runs and 7 runs on 5.1 innings, as this is a good spot for the Orioles bats to take advantage of him. Braves versus Red Sox. My team pick is Atlanta to win. The Braves swept the 2 games that these two played in Atlanta at the beginning of May. Both teams have gone 11-12 since they last met. Boston has been stronger of late, though neither has stood out as being particularly strong over the last 2 weeks. Crawford's lone starts against Atlanta came in that May series, and he fared well against the big, bad Braves bats. Unfortunately, the Red Sox starter had struggled at Fenway this season, especially lately, allowing 10 earned runs, 14 hits, and 3 walks in his last 10.1 innings at home. Fried, on the other hand, has done some of his best work on the road this season, where he is 3-1 with a 2.63 ERA and a 0.88 WHIP. Having already tamed Boston pretty well the first time around, I think Atlanta gets the upper hand in this one. My total pick is over 8.5 runs. The under hit twice when they first met this year, as they averaged a combined 5.5 runs per game, thanks to Boston putting up a paltry 2 runs in the 2-game set. These are 2 top-half offenses in terms of scoring, and despite recent results, both sides have been producing of late. Boston has scored at least 5 runs in 7 of their last 14 games, and they averaged 5.7 runs in their last 3 games. The Braves averaged 5.3 runs over the past weekend, and they enter this series averaging over half a run more on the road than at home. There have been 43 games between the 2 teams that have the over this season.